Saint Charles Borromeo, Carlo Borromeo. Feast day, November 4. Born, October 2, 1538, Arona, Italy. Died, November 3, 1584, Milan, Italy. Titles: Archbishop of Milan, Church Reformer, Patron Saint of Seminarians and Diocesan Priests. 1. Early life and family. Charles Borromeo was born into a noble and devout family in Arona, near Lake Maggiore in northern Italy. His father was Count Gilberto II Borromeo, and his mother was Margherita de' Medici, sister of Pope Pius IV. From childhood, Charles showed remarkable intelligence, gentleness, and deep piety. At the age of 12, he was granted the title of abbot of a monastery, but instead of seeking wealth or power, he used the income to help the poor. 2. Education and vocation. Charles studied at the University of Pavia, one of the most prestigious schools in Italy. He excelled in canon and civil law, earning his doctorate in 1559 at the age of 21. That same year, his uncle was elected Pope Pius IV, and Charles was called to Rome to serve at the Vatican. He quickly became the Pope's private secretary and trusted advisor, demonstrating prudence, integrity, and great administrative skill. 3. Role in the Council of Trent. At that time, the Catholic Church was in a crisis due to the Protestant Reformation. Pope Pius IV, with the assistance of Charles Borromeo, reconvened and successfully completed the Council of Trent, one of the most significant councils in church history. Charles played a vital role in drafting and implementing the council's reforms, including the Roman Catechism, the Roman Missal, and the Liturgy of Hours, which shaped Catholic worship for centuries. He was known as the heart and soul of church reform. 4. Archbishop of Milan. In 1564, at just 26 years old, Charles was appointed Cardinal Archbishop of Milan, the largest diocese in Italy at that time. He devoted himself wholeheartedly to reforming the church according to the spirit of the Council of Trent. Key contributions: founded the first diocesan seminary to properly train priests in holiness and knowledge. Reformed the clergy, correcting abuses, encouraging simplicity, prayer, and service. Visited parishes personally, taught catechism to the poor, and promoted Christian education. Organized diocesan and provincial synods to renew church discipline and unity. He often traveled by foot to remote villages to visit the sick and poor, bringing food, medicine, and comfort. His courage and compassion deeply moved the people, who came to see him as a living saint. 5. Holy Death. After years of tireless service and self-sacrifice, Charles's health declined. He died peacefully on November 3, 1584, in Milan, Italy, at only 46 years old. His body rests in the Milan Cathedral, Duomo di Milano. He was canonized by Pope Paul V in 1610. 6. Spiritual legacy. Saint Charles Borromeo is venerated as patron of seminaries and bishops and diocesan priests, a model of pastoral charity and ecclesial reform, a symbol of humility, courage, and dedication in service of the gospel. He once said, "I cannot help loving those whom I am bound to serve." Charles Borromeo remains an enduring example of what it means to be a true shepherd of souls, dedicated to holiness, service, and the renewal of God's church. Summary of his life and mission: reform the church from within, starting with personal holiness. Served the poor, the sick, and the abandoned with deep compassion. Laid the foundation for priestly education through seminaries still used today. Lived a humble and prayerful life, bearing witness to Christ's love in every action. So St. Charles Borromeo remains an enduring example of what it means to be a true shepherd of souls, dedicated to holiness, service, and the renewal of God's church.